is. What is it, my peeps? Bethany here. Today, we're going to be continuing with septiplier septiplier Neko Inu pet hair. Pet hair Neko Inu septiplier. There we go. Alright. I'm not sure what we read last time. I'm not sure if it was just the first chapter. It probably was. Oh yeah. Alright. Chapter 2. A home that pays with it just stops. Okay. A home that pays with something. I groaned softly, feeling my body heavy and warm. I opened my eyes slowly, sniffing and moving slowly. I tried to sit up, my body telling me no and wanting to stay on the comfy bed. Wait, bed? I then had the strength to sit up. Seeing I was in a room, myself in a bed. A queen-sized bed saw... Hold on, guys. Okay, guys, sorry about that. I had to do something. Yeah, it's been a little while since I started recording, but let's continue. A queen-sized bed I saw. My heart raced as I quickly got out, seeing this was like a fancy, rich home. I felt a bit stronger now. I looking around me and seeing all the colors instead of gray and black I kept seeing in the night. It was morning and some light was peeking through the window's curtains. The room was beautiful. I felt scared to go out, wondering if I may break something out there. I looked down and saw I had a big shirt on over my rugged pants that were cut to shorts. Did the man from the other night bring me here? Why? I slowly went to the door, touching the cool knob and pushing it open. I walked out into the hallway, I walked out into a hallway, more rooms, and it looking fancy as well. This man must be rich. I carefully and quietly walked down, seeing the hallway was to a room that was big and amazing. I just couldn't stop craning my neck to look around and my ears taking in every sound. My tail made a soft swish noise as I walked to what seemed to be a kitchen. My stomach growled for food, which I could smell immediately. I went to the refrigerator, which was like stainless fancy, and opened it. Looking around for something to eat, I felt doubt hit me as I looked around and saw my most favorite thing in the world: milk and fish. I was about to make a gay joke, but never mind. I quickly grabbed them out and sat on the island, quickly opening the gallon of milk. I went and got a glass cup, pouring some out and drinking it. It was nice and cold, making me smile from the taste. I looked at the fish and ripped it open with my claws, going to town on the thing. I ate the whole fish. I drank half a gallon of milk, my tummy full and satisfied. I sighed as I put the milk back, throwing away the fish bones and container it was in. I sniffed before turning around and stopping immediately, seeing a man. The man had a thin black shirt on, showing his muscles underneath and long black pants. He had a beanie on his head which covered most of his hair except the black, which was black as night. Why was he wearing a beanie? He probably was doing early work or something around the house. I squeaked and accidentally kicked the trash can, the stuff in it falling out onto the floor. The man looked at the trash can, then at me. Sorry, really, I stuttered, falling to my knees and quickly picking up the trash. My hands get smelly and dirty. I heard the man walk over to me and stood. His boots he wore sitting in front of me. I kept my head down, not wanting to make eye contact. Hey, get up. I heard him say, his voice similar from last night. My ears twitched in fear as I quickly stood. Sorry. His figure stood taller than me and more built. His eyes, which was a darkened brown, were stern and sharp on me. His features looked more handsome and smooth. My face heated up, thinking of strange things now. What's your name? He asked. Jack, I said, being honest. He huffed and said, Well, Jack, sorry for scaring you. Hold on, guys. I forgot where I was. Alright. His eyes went to my head, probably looking at my ears. You're Neko, right? I nodded slowly, watching him to see what he would do. He nodded and said, Interesting. I blurted out, Why did you kidnap me last night? Smooth, Jack. He looked at me before looking down and thinking. He glances at me and says, Because I need you, and you're the type of person I need. I made a face before realizing what he meant. Because I'm a Neko? Well, yes and no. The man walked over and went to the fridge, getting out food he was gonna eat, maybe. He got out a water bottle and drank from it, saying, You're homeless, and I wanted to be generous in a way. You can stay here all you want, if you want. I smiled, feeling relieved. Oh, thanks, but... He cut me off like a knife. Ah! You have to do what I tell you to do. Do what I need and what has to happen. You'll stay here and work, and I'll pay you until you can do things yourself one day. Oh, I say softly. It probably won't be that bad. He'll work around the house, right? But if you don't do what I tell you, then... He shrugged and smirked. What can you expect? I then shook a little, and he walked past me. You mean, punishment? Or... He didn't answer. He only turned and smiled and shrugged again. But seriously, though, get to work. I bit my... Sorry. I bit my lip and was about to fix the trash can, but he said, Here's a list, and if you have any questions, just ask or figure it out yourself. He handed me a skinny piece of cream paper with writing scribbled halfway down it. I told it and stared. What? Seeing things I knew and some didn't, and some I didn't. Great, I'm a pet again. I hear the man leaving and I quickly said, Wait, what's your name if I ask you? He stopped and turned. A grin was put on his lips and his eyes darkened, like it was a grand thing to hear. Almost. Why would you want to know all about that? All you Nekos call your owners master, right? He said. I felt my mouth dry. I slowly nodded. And What would you call me if you don't know, master? Good kitty, he said, smiling as he turned and walked outside to the porch and went to the backyard, which is big. I sniffed and looked at my list. Seeing it was filling the skinny paper, I sighed. Better get to work if I want to stay. Ah, God, I'm totally messed up. Alright. Well, guys, that's it for this chapter. Having that said, stay fabulous and peace